Sorry guys, give me a few seconds. I'm gonna reposition this. I thought we had it right.
This closer?
Yeah, I think. Still gotta do the live chat. But I thought we had a position right. That's okay. Yeah? I don't need them seeing like this ugliness face right now. What's going on, Eric, Jeff? How are you guys? $10, what's up? Kate Brown, how are you? I see Jeff was in, or Josh was in here, and HR. I see Kyle's in here. Hey. Greenwell Fishing. Are you on the river today? Can you guys? Oh, he says wishing I was fishing. Can you guys hear us okay? Because we try to get the best spot without the wind, but it's not really working very well. See if everybody can hear us well. We do have our other phone here so you guys can see your chats. All right, awesome. So it's too hot to do the live stream in the RV. Plus, it's a beautiful day and we're out here at the Paducah Harbor, which will be my next search because it's like a straight in shot. Like you couldn't get a more perfect spot to drive a vehicle in. It's crazy. I actually never knew this existed. I probably drove by it in my boat before, but I never really, that was way before I was doing the search and recovery. So with everything, guys, I want to tell you that we are going to be heading out once again. A lot of people are saying, you know, why don't you stay home for a little while and kind of like, you know, recoup and stuff. We don't want to do that. We want to help as many families as we can this year, try to get as much stuff as we can do for the families. We do have some families that we're going to come back to, you know, like the Harry Milligan case. We are definitely coming back and, you know, helping Lori and Mark trying to locate Harry. That's one of the biggest cases that we're working on. We've narrowed a lot of places down. So with that, as I told you guys, we're going to be heading out the 1st. Monday. Wow. It's really quick.
We were actually home for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, we did.
It's like the longest in a long time.
We were able to recoup and relax. And Ride or Dive, congratulations on your search and recover, or I'm sorry, stress and rescue class. You're one course away from being a master diver. If you guys don't know who Ride or Dive is, he is Lindsay's husband and also my diver. He's not a second diver, he's my partner in diving. I guess I would consider him my second diver, but it just doesn't sound right. He is my partner in diving.
It's kind of fitting.
Yeah.
Well, in the sense that like he's not with us, he's not able to be with us all the time.
With him becoming a master diver, that just gives him the more knowledge to be safer underwater. I do hound on safety. I do hound on, you know, getting your certifications. You know, I don't want you guys to be a card collector. Some people call them card collectors. But I want you to learn something from the studies that you do. And Eric's really absorbed a lot of his training, and I'm proud of him. So congratulations, Eric.
And congratulations to Josh.
Josh Hammond. Josh Hammond is a Josh Hammond
is
now a diver. He's going to be helping us when we come back into Ohio, and plus he's going to be diving on some of those cars that we found to get used to the river, and it's kind of like the current, kind of get his toes wet a little bit. And a special congratulations to Josh Hammond for getting your certification going. He actually didn't have a fear of water, but he kind of did.
Yeah.
He got over that fear, and he is now a diver, and I hope he loves it.
And also, even though I told him yesterday, happy birthday, Josh. Yesterday was Josh's birthday.
Happy birthday, Josh.
Happy birthday, Josh.
With saying all that, I do have one other thing. Actually, I got a couple things. We got a lot of things to go over. I don't even know why I'm so sidetracked right now, but I just want to give special special honors to Mr. Turtle Boy for getting his 70th dive with us.
That's right.
And he was so happy to get 3 dives in with me. I was happy to have him with me. I was glad to be able to relax and just take some fun dives with everybody at the quarry. And you know, as you guys know, that we lost a great diver, a great friend, and spending some time down there was cool. So with everything I said, Carson's birthday's today.
It is. Happy birthday, Carson.
Happy birthday, Carson.
I feel like I need to send him like a special message.
We have a lot of stuff to go over. I'm going to shut up now. I've been speaking for 5 minutes, and
Been that long already?
yeah. So I'm going to let Lindsay tell you about our venture we're going to go on. We're going to be gone for a month. We're going to be gone, and we're going to be driving 37 hours, 2,500, no,
Yep.
87?
Me too.
82 miles. That's give or take. Obviously, that's just travel miles. You know, we're going to be doing a lot of back and forth places and trying to help out a lot of people. So with further ado, I'm going to let her take it over.
So we leave on Monday. I could tell you what time we're going to leave. It wouldn't matter because Jacob and I are never on time. So we'll leave Monday sometime. We are heading down to Louisiana. We have 2 cases that we're working in Louisiana. We are going to work on Savannah Hale and Ryan Heflin. So we'll be in Louisiana. Each spot we're going to be in for anywhere from like 2 days to over a week. So as far as dates go, we have room in our schedule. You know, we have wiggle room in our schedule to adjust as we need it. So we've got 2 cases down in Louisiana, Savannah Hale, Ryan Heflin. Next, we are going over to Texas. We are going to go to Ron Vicknair, and then we are returning to the case of William Nolan Bass. That was something that we had done with Adventures with Purpose in January. Yes. Yeah, right after Stephanie Torres.
He actually has a video out if you guys want to check it out.
Mm-hmm. And then from there, we are going up to Oklahoma. We are going to work on, it's a newer case as far as, you know, him being missing. George Sconher, I believe is how you pronounce his name. I'm not real sure. So we'll be in Oklahoma for that. From there, we are going up to Kansas City. There's a couple cases in Kansas City that we're looking at. One of them, we're just kind of waiting some more information. And then from there, we are returning to Albia. We are going to be in Albia for, as of right now, we have it planned for like 5 or 6 days, but there's so much up there. And we're adjusting our schedule for
Team Waters.
For Team Waters. I'll explain that in a minute. So we are going to spend, you know, as much time as we can in Albia. We want to clear as much as we possibly can. Obviously, we want to find Harry, but if we aren't able to, we at least want to just start eliminating. We knocked out a lot the last time we were there, but we just want to continue going forward with that. We are going after Albia. We are going to Linwood, Illinois. We're going to be between Linwood, Illinois and Merrillville, Indiana. We are going to be working on the case of Donald Stofko, which is a case that Team Waters worked extensively on. I mean, they really, you know, they hit that hard. It was a little bit ago that they did it.
Yeah, so he was working on a spot, and he had mentioned to me, Dennis had mentioned to me, hey, can you help me on this case? Well, not that I was pushing him off, because I would never. We just, our schedules never met to where we were going to do it. And I was talking to Tammy last night to make sure they were okay with the flooding that happened up in St. Louis. You know, checking up on them and making sure that Dennis was okay and everybody was good. We had mentioned our schedule, and she had said, hey, that's the case that Dennis and I had worked on. So we're going to team up with them. I'm super proud. Yeah.
I'm super excited.
Super excited to get back with them. We're going to be using the little buddy again, and we're going to be using his John boat, and to have somebody as knowledgeable as Dennis is, it's going to help out.
Anytime that we can work with them. So this will be my second time working with them, because we worked with them when we pulled that Cadillac out of Cumberland River with Die for Good last year. But anytime that I can spend with them, like, is a learning experience in sonar, in how to just, read a river, just anything with them. Dennis also is awesome in the sense that, like, it gives me a break from having to give Jacob a hard time. Dennis does that for me, so like I just get to sit back and relax and learn. So, but we're adjusting our schedule a little bit. We were supposed to be in Linwood during the week, but we're actually going to bump it back because they're able to come on the weekend. So we're going to spend a little bit more time in Albia, and then split the trip from Albia to Linwood up probably a day or so. Just kind of take a break there for a second. And then continue on to Linwood, work with them over the weekend. And then from there, we are going back to Indiana to work some more on the Bonnie Lee Schultz case. We were able to get in contact with family last time that we were there, and they were... A
lot of the family. So.
Yeah, they were a plethora of information and ideas and things that we never really thought to search. Ideas, ponds, places, and they also had a lot of knowledge as far as, like, okay, this pond was here or this lake was here, but the housing wasn't, or the industrial park wasn't. So they were incredibly helpful. So, returning to that. So I would say our cases are probably 50-50 new and return cases.
We also, with speaking with the family, the theory...
The bug went in my eye, sorry.
The theory that we had, not the theory, but the information that we had was kind of off kilter with what was the actual truth was, like how they noticed that the person wasn't at the right spot. So with that new information that we have, we're able to concentrate on different areas. So that'll be cool. With Dennis and Tammy, if you guys will check out their Facebook, if somebody will drop Dennis and Tammy's Facebook, the Team Waters, they are a donation-based team. They are super amazing. I want to say also hello to Lacey, because I've seen her in here. Fat Robs.
There is a chance that if schedules line up, we may be able to stop in and see. So it's Fat Rob's Fishing. Check out his channel. I call him Handsome Rob, but there's a chance that we may be able to, at least stop in and see him. He's been a huge supporter of Jacob.
A huge friend.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, an even better friend. The last time that we were down, or 2 times ago we were in Texas, he opened his home to us. Whatever we needed, I'll
He
take care
fed
of
me
you.
a lot.
Yeah. And this time, I'm going to convince him to cook.
What's up, Kevin? What's up, Wolfman?
Oh, hey, Kevin. So another thing that we do want to announce, while we are in Albia, we are going to do a meet and greet. It is going to be on August 21st. It will be... I'm not sure where, like, exact location yet, but it will be while we're in Albia. We chose to do it there because, one, that's where we're going to be for the longest amount of time. And in speaking with Mark and Lori, they are totally okay with it. We wanted to make sure that, whatever family we're working for at the time doesn't think that we're taking time away from them. But we chose that one because it also helps kind of bring Harry's case out a little bit more. So August 21st in Albia, or in that area somewhere, we'll have a meet and greet. We'll announce a location, an exact location and a time, as soon as possible. But I wanted to put that out there for everybody, because I know it's a little bit more rural, so some may have to travel. So if you're able to, but it will be on a Sunday. Eric is going to be with us Friday Saturday, Sunday. During that trip, Eric was with us last time for a portion of when we were there for Harry. So
He was a huge help.
yeah.
We did a lot. Like that one day. Why did my screen just go black?
Maybe because of the sun.
Oh, maybe it got too hot.
Because it's still good there.
Eric and I and Lindsay, we battled a lot of heat.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yes, it was brutal last time we were there. So while we're in Iowa this time, again, we spoke with Mark and Lori before, scheduling that meet and greet.
And we can tell them the dates on that one, right? Sunday?
Yeah. It's August 21st. It'll be Sunday. We chose to do it on Sunday. Lark and Maury. Sorry.
What's up, Lark?
Kind of like Dammy and tennis.
Yeah.
Mark and Lori are not available on Saturday, but we wanted to do it while Eric was still there, just because Eric was a huge part of the case. The first time we were there, I know he helped you a lot. You guys dove a decent amount when we were there. We searched a lot. So we're going to do that on the August 21st, and that'll be in Albia, Iowa.
Helen Daly, thank you so much for your donation. That goes straight for gas. That helps in the next months to come, due to the fact that when you give super chats, it puts it into the monthly. So thank you so much for that. It will come in handy.
Yeah. We'll actually get it while we're on the road.
Yep.
So,
So
as of right now, we are scheduled for just shy of 2,600 miles. 37, probably 40-ish hours. We are
scared the out of me.
So that's something that your donations definitely help with.
That's all you.
Melissa?
Oh, Melissa. What? Say the last name.
Ariola?
That's what I was gonna say, but it just doesn't sound right.
Well, that's... Never mind. Never mind.
If I would... Okay. Thank you, Melissa, so much.
Can't take him anywhere.
Dyson's Crazy Adventures, thank you guys for being a mod. If you shop on the Amazon, you can donate to Team Waters. Absolutely.
Yeah.
They have an absolute...
They're actually set up as my... like anytime I buy anything from Amazon, like they're actually set up as the charity, I guess, that I donate to. Like a portion of my stuff goes towards them. I think it's like Amazon Smiles is what it's called, but that's actually they're who I have. I also wanted to, for those of you who donate, I mean, we have PayPal, we have CashApp. There's the super chats and all of that.
Becoming a member, he's...
Thank you.
Hear this.
And then we also put a donate button on ChaosDivers.com. It also explains what your donations go towards. They go towards gas, groceries, kind of everyday maintenance and upkeep. But then it also tells you about our next big purchase, what your donations go to as far as big purchases. As many of you know, comms have been a big discussion lately.
And we had the money to do it.
Yeah, we had everything lined up. We were working with OTS. They were fantastic in working with us, getting us exactly what we needed. And then
the disaster happened.
Yeah, the disaster happened, and all of the money that we had allocated for comms had to be moved over for that, to recover equipment. So donations and things like that, a portion of your donations we do put aside. If you want it to go directly for one thing or the other on PayPal, Cash App, or even the store, just say like, hey, I want this to go to comms, and it will go straight to comms. Or I want it to go to gas. It goes straight to gas.
We're gonna have a running total on how much we've raised for the comms to get Eric and I calmed up with everything we need. It's around $6,827.
$6,890.21.
Okay.
I think.
With that, we're just going to continue to grow and try to get up enough money for those.
Thank you, Travis and Dusty
Thank you, Dusty.
and George. Thank you. Thank you all, honestly.
With what I was talking about earlier about, why don't we take a break and kind of recoup, and we have enough break. Money wise, everything that I get from YouTube, everything that I get from Facebook, everything that I get from donations, it goes in that RV and we take off. And when we get done, I come back with about $500 each time. So
Yeah.
that's what we go through. The gas right now is stupid.
Yeah. Well, and
Actually, not here. It's
Yeah.
actually kind of nice. It was like 340, so I
Yeah.
filled up the tanks, all of them.
thank you, Barney Bear, for that donation as well. Everything, and we do try to, stay in Cracker Barrel parking lots, Walmart parking lots, things like that. We try to make this as cost efficient as we possibly can. That's something that we feel is only right. Like, we're not out here to profit.
Live the high life?
Yeah. I mean, we're out here. I mean, yes, we do make money. This is what provides for our families. But we're not out here to profit. We're not in here for a huge gain. I just want to make sure, I think you're the same way, that there's a roof over, our families' heads, and there's food on the table, and that we help as many people as we possibly can.
With us going out and doing this, and you guys putting your trust in us to allocate the money is absolutely phenomenal. As you guys have seen, we haven't stopped. We may stop for a couple weeks. This is the longest we've been home. So
Yeah. Somebody asked the other day, like, how often are we gone? I would say that we are probably on the road, planned or last minute, oh my gosh, we gotta go, probably 200 days out of the year.
somebody asked, hey, there's Turtle Boy. We was just talking about you earlier, buddy.
Yes, congratulations, Turtle Boy. Good job, Tanner.
Somebody asked about the disaster. Long story short, Atlanta, we had all of our stuff stolen out of the truck. All of our equipment, everything got stolen, and there was around $17,000 worth of camera equipment and drones and everything. We are now recouped from that. We are going on from that, and this will probably be the last time we'll talk about it. I just wanted to explain.
Depressing. Thank you, Sonia, for that. Like, we got in the truck the other day. Jacob and Eric were in front, and I got in the back seat, and I found a piece of glass. Like, just last weekend. Like, it's a constant reminder. It's just kind of.
I'm going to answer a question on here. Well, it's not really a question, I guess. Yeah, I guess it is. Danielle, it's been a dream of mine to travel in the RV. It's not easy. Do you guys have remote jobs? This is our full-time job. This is what I do to provide for my family. That's what she does to provide for her family. RV life can be fun. It could be a blast. Like, we get to see stuff that I have never seen. I got to drive through New York. I got to drive through North Carolina and see the Smoky Mountains. I've never driven through the Smoky Mountains. It was absolutely gorgeous. So the experience-wise, I enjoy it.
There's a lot. This job in itself can be extremely trying sometimes, just because if you don't find somebody, you're kind of like, dang, I didn't get to help them. You did, but you didn't. And then when you do find somebody, there's still a lot of emotions that go into that. So that part, this job in itself. But as far as, like, I love being on the road.
Eric, okay, go ahead.
I love being on the road. I grew up in a semi truck, so for me to be on the road that's where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be on the road or in the water. I'm certain of it.
With everything said, guys, there's a lot of teams out there that are doing the same. Please show them the same respect, and they're out there trying to. But just know that when we say we're going to be back, we're going to be back. we will not give up on anybody, any families, until they say, hey, we don't want you searching anymore, or we don't want you searching, period. Then we won't be back. But everything that we do is from our hearts, and to tell you guys that what you guys do for us is amazing is an understatement. I cannot explain to you how much it means to us to have the support that we do. ChaosDivers.com has that donation button for the comms to keep me and Eric further into our... So what the comms will do for us is she can be on the top. She can have the comms on. She'll still be recording and stuff. But I can say, hey, this is the car. Send me down some hookups. Or, hey, I need something. She can slide it down the messenger line. Stuff like that. Instead of me having to come all the way back up, talk to her about it, and come all the way back down, I can continuously talk to her. And also I can talk to you guys underwater while doing that. Krista Keith, thank you for being a air sponsor.
So a couple of questions that I saw. Somebody asked how we get paid since we don't charge the families. So because of all of you who watch, share, like, subscribe, memberships, donations, that's how we get paid, and that's how we continue on the road. That's how, because of all of you, that's what allows us to stay on the road, still take care of our families, and not charge the families anything at all. As far as somebody says who cooks, I would say probably I cook more lunch and dinner. Jacob takes care of breakfast. He makes really good pancakes and French toast, and as long as they don't have garlic in them.
All right, I used the garlic oil instead of the regular oil, okay? I didn't realize it.
And then somebody said, somebody had asked about me getting in the water. I love the water. I absolutely love the water. I am a total fish. I can swim all day. I would swim. It doesn't bother me. As far as diving, that's not my job. That's theirs. That's his thing. That's Eric's thing. I feel like I'm best suited for topside.
Whatever.
But I love the water. If they needed me to, like, I'm in. I'm jumping. I'm going.
Allie Trot, do you collect reward money from the families? I tell them specifically, use it towards funeral costs, use it towards a nice headstone for the family. Use it for, what do you call it, the memorial?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because a lot of times, this isn't something you plan for, as far as you're not planning for the expenses that come along with having to, take care of your loved one. So anytime there's anything available, then we always tell them to, to use it for that. Somebody asked where Britton is. Britton should be at home recouping from Alaska.
Allie, there's times where, I fight the people about that. So, I mean, stuff was given to us to help us out on the gas and stuff. So, but to say like a $10,000 reward, that goes back to the family. That's an astronomical amount of money that the family could use, and I can't accept that. I have literally fought and screamed and kicked because this is not what we do it for. We come here to help the families, and we leave either we leave regardless helping the family. Like, if we don't find them, we know where they're not, and we'll come back.
So, quick recap: we are going to Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana. Back home, we do have some wiggle room kind of built in. We will be leaving on Monday, August 1st, and then we will be back sometime the first week in September or so, especially pushing back a few days, so that way we can work with Team Waters. That'll push us back a few days, so we should probably be home sometime the first week or weekend of September. So
other than that, I gonna open it up for about 10 minutes. We're at our 30-minute mark, and I usually try to open it up, and I get to talking a lot, so I'm gonna let Lindsay answer these questions. I always get off.
Sometimes you get a little tangenty. I don't think that's a word, but I made it one.
Just want to tell Lexi and Keegan I love you guys. So if you're on here, Garrett, if you're on here, buddy, I hope you're doing good today.
Jacob ate all your spaghetti.
I did. He's got some delicious spaghetti.
Have we spoken with Britton? Yes. Jacob and Britton have spoken a lot. They spoke a few times while he was in Alaska, and then since he's been home. I know he plans on coming back out on the road with us in October, late September, early October, when we're returning to a few cases. He's going to be out with us. But he's home and he's getting a break. The meet and greet is going to be in or around Albia, Iowa on August 21st. As soon as I have a location and a time, we'll get that posted. Lindsay, you or Eric get any deer not hit by car? I didn't even hunt last year. Kind of sad, kind of disappointed. But Eric's slaying them on the road.
He
Total in that car.
He didn't even know if he got it or not because he had to get safe on the road. So
Yeah. Eric, ride or die. We are pretty sure.
Thank you, Wolfman.
Is totaled his car. So.
Sorry, David. We can't do that. Like I said, like she was saying, we're just opening this up to get Harry's case out. If you guys haven't seen the live stream we did with Mark got me in tears a couple times. It's very emotional. Not him, just a very emotional live stream. That sole reason I tend, and I don't want to put families unless maybe they request it or we talk about it and say, hey, if we can get this story out to at least 10,000 to maybe possibly 100,000 people, I would absolutely love that for you. And that's what we did. We got out there, told his story. He's done some benefits. Oh, speaking about benefits, that was kind of off topic. I'll talk about that here in a second. But just check it out. You'll see what we're talking about. I don't feel it was disrespectful to have him on the live stream, and I think he did a really good job at explaining the story. So hopefully we can help him. Jody,
I won't necessarily repeat your question just in case there are family members in here, but I think most of the divers have experienced that when finding
all the time.
But finding a vehicle.
Yeah.
Somebody asked how your dad was.
Dad's doing good.
Ornery as ever.
Yep. So there was another one. So we have a special subscriber that had reached out to us, and this is kind of the reason why I'm pushing the comms a little bit to help out on the comms, is because we have a subscriber that has really been adamant about us getting comms. She's really worried, and she's going to start doing a fundraiser on her side to do that. And I told her, I said, I'll do my part to see if we can make it less for her having to, because she said, whatever we do, however much money we raise in that 30 days, then I'll front the rest. And I'm like, absolutely not. Like, please don't do that. I mean, I know it's helping, but we're just trying to be safer divers. So.
Somebody asked when we're going to be in with Team Waters. We'll be with them, I believe it's towards the end of August when we meet up with them over in Linwood.
Move your arm. I don't know what kind of bug that is, but it looked weird. Okay.
Somebody said, how does the found count happen if you're working with AWP or another, but you located the car? It's a collaborative effort. Okay. We say that, like, okay, so we've brought home 11 people. 5 of those were with AWP, 6 of those were on our own. But it's not like, oh, we found the car. But like we will say, like, you know, we located the car, Doug dove on the car, that kind of thing. But there's no
I'll be flat out honest with you on this one. I mean, I'm gonna cut you off. There's no taking what do you call it, ownership when we're in collaborative work, and there's no ownership. This is just to explain to you guys that we are out here doing what a lot of other people haven't done in 20, 30 years. Hey, we brought these people home. This is how many we brought home. This is what we've done, and that's it. Like, it's not a showboat. Hey, look, I caught.
You caught a fish? I did catch more fish than him.
Yeah, you know, it's not like I found this many people. I'm the king sonar person. That's not it. I don't care how many people I find. Like, I could have 100 under my belt, and it still wouldn't be enough.
It'd be a big boat.
It would be a big belt.
Lindsay, do you support Eric going van life? If that's what makes Eric happy, by all means, please do.
Thank you, Jeff.
But take your dog with you.
Somebody said, do I feel claustrophobic? No, never. Never feel claustrophobic in the water.
But I will say, because somebody said, do you ever feel claustrophobic or lost? This is how blonde I am. Jacob and Eric were having a conversation, and Jacob said, it doesn't really matter, like, if you get turned around or whatever, like, you always know which way is up because that's the way the bubbles go. I had never thought of that before. This is real. This is real.
We both looked at her like, are you serious?
So, yes.
Any which way you get
Savage
any which
media,
way you get
thank
turned, you may not know which way east, west, or south is, but you always know that if you blow bubbles, they go up.
Yeah.
Are we coming back to Ohio?
That.
Yes.
I know a lot of people have said, like, will you do a meet and greet in this place or that place? We would love to do a meet and greet every place we go. It's just not always feasible. There's times where we've got a lot of work to do in a short amount of time, and it hasn't. Jacob's success, a huge contribution, a huge part of that is all of you. It's your support, it's your love, it's you believing in him. And by no means do I want to diminish anything that any of you have done. But when we are on the road and we are working with a family, they come first. So it's not that we don't want to do a meet and greet. I mean, there's times where we're out eating, grabbing lunch or working, and people notice us. Like, we always stop and say hi. We'll stop, we'll chat, we'll, whatever we can do to say thank you for them supporting us. Again, I don't ever want to take away from everything that you guys have done for him. But when we're working, that family has to come first.
Jeff, no, Lindsay didn't do my haircut. She can haircut.
I can haircut?
She can cut hair. No, I actually had a guy down here at Paducah cut it yesterday. Gojo Barbershop, I think is what it's called.
Is that the name of it?
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
I think that's what it was called. Shout out to him. I probably got the name wrong.
We can always look it up.
I probably should look it up because he was actually a phenomenal guy.
Yeah, we should look that up.
He's actually going to follow the channel. I talked to him about it. Anyway, guys, listen. There is something that I want to tell you guys about that always happens to me whenever I'm on the road. Every time on the road, at the store. When you guys see me, don't be afraid to say hello, please. At some points in time, if I have to go, I'm just gonna be like, hey guys, I gotta go. But 9 out of 10 times, I'm gonna sit there and talk with you. Don't be afraid to come up and say hi. I know a lot of people I have seen on the chat say, well, I've seen you, or on a comment, oh, were you just here? I was afraid to talk to you. Don't be afraid to talk to me, guys. I am just a regular person. Lindsay's just a regular person. We just have a YouTube channel, and we're two goofballs with these
with a fish finder.
Fish finder,
Yeah, like we, he's more apt to talk to you, not because I don't want to, but because I think it's.
I'm gonna knock him out.
I think that
Eric.
like this isn't about me. This is about him and what he does for the family. So like when people know who I am or what I do, or like I'm like what yeah, what? I don't know why you know me. This is about Jacob and the things that he's done. So
We were at my daughter's birthday dinner, and I said three, but I think everybody in the restaurant knew who I was. And I spoke to each and every one of them. You know, that was kind of family time, but you know, hey, I make time for you guys, and my family knows it. So
I think there was one other thing that we were going to talk about and I don't remember. So this trip we are kind of going south and then west and then back around to the north. We're going to be doing another trip where we'll be going
Gary, we're going to be helping Gary. Just speaking about that, we're going to be going and helping Gary on his brother.
October.
Yep.
Not his brother.
Oh, his dad. I'm sorry. Sorry.
I was like, wait, what?
Him and his brothers is what I meant to say.
So we'll be going east, north, you know, and kind of riding down the East Coast and then back around. Eric has another race coming up in October down in Arkansas. So we want to kind of try to work our schedule out so that way we can go through there while Eric's doing his race and then still help families on the road. We do try to accommodate that. So we will be back in Ohio. It'll be September, October, November, fall frame.
Somewhere around there?
Somewhere before the end of the year.
What you guys have seen on the... I'm probably yelling. Jeez, I'm talking a little loud. What you guys have...
What?
Shut up. What you guys have seen on the thumbnail, that map represents every place that we have searched. So that just gives you a ballpark idea. We have searched a quarter of the United States.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
I didn't talk to you.
Somebody wanted to know how you know Turtle Boy.
Turtle Boy, he actually got finished with his last dive, and he knew that I was a YouTuber. I was about 10,000 subscribers in, and he was so excited that he could dive with a YouTuber, and he wanted to become a YouTuber. So Rebecca, which actually I knew Rebecca and Josh from fishing. I fished with Josh a lot, his mom and dad. With that, Rebecca said, hey, my son dives and he wants to dive with us. So we took a dive. And then after that, it just kind of went on from there, and Turtle Boy and I become friends, and he's a hoot. He's really, really hyper kid. Great kid. Very, respectful. In the water, he's like a perfect diver. Like, he's like calm.
I think it's because there's so much to focus on that it kind of mellows him out. You know what I mean? Like he's able to really put that energy towards something that really makes him work and challenges him. So I think diving for Turtle Boy is amazing. Thomas Buck, that is something that's in the process that I think Jacob is looking at coming back when they come back.
Imbo and Patron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Guys, we're going to take a few more questions and we're going to head out. We've still got a little bit of a drive, and I've got to get the RV ready even more. I do want to give special thanks to Santa Claus. That's how he wanted to be named, for the air conditioner on top of the RV. Now, we didn't know that there was an air distribution box that had to be with that. We thought the other one would fit. It didn't. So I've rigged something on the bottom of it, because we got an air distribution box, but it wasn't the right side. I don't know what's going on with it. So I rigged it, and it is freezing in that RV. So thank you so much. Why'd you smack me?
It was requested.
It's requested like 6 times. I'm glad you didn't see all 6 of them.
Oh, you want me to catch up?
No.
Lindsay, will you ever become a diver? that's their thing. Like I don't want to make them look bad. I don't want to make them look bad. No. Again, I love the water.
We're gonna get her diving. We're gonna get her try to dive. If she wants to dive, that's her decision. That was ultimately her decision. The reason why I put that on Facebook, and especially check out the Facebook, guys. We're posting a lot of stuff on there, and it supports the channel also. But with her diving, I had requested and I had asked, hey, would you guys still watch? Because that was something I was going to talk about, and you don't even know about this, so I'm just going to throw you under the bus here. There's a lot of people. There's several people, and I really don't care if you like it or not. She's a narrator. She does the narrations for the channel. She will always do the narrations for the channel. That is what the channel is based upon. What the narration does is it helps the blind being able to hear. It helps the hard of hearing being able to see the closed captioning. And it also, if you wanted to put on your earphones and take a ride, you can actually be in the moment without being in the moment, if that makes sense. So she's always going to be here. If you don't like it, you know how to unsubscribe. I love you guys, but I'm just going to say that right now. I think Lindsay does a fantastic job, and she is a huge benefit to the channel. So, whatever.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I would say, okay, somebody asked again, who's the chef in the RV? It's probably 50-50. Jacob makes better breakfast. And he also knows that the only way that I'm getting out of bed is if I can smell it. So, so when we come to Arkansas, it'll be this fall. Eric's race, I believe, is in Bentonville, but I think we're going to be, we'll be searching in other places. We do have plans to return. Are we going to be close to Arizona? I don't think anytime soon.
Should we go back and look at the map? No, Arizona is pretty far away.
Listen, I don't know a map, y'all. I had Utah over next to Virginia.
Yeah.
I don't know a map.
She had Texas looking like SpongeBob.
I do some things really well, but when I mess something up, like I mess it up big. Just to heck in a handbasket.
We are going to be venturing west probably. Okay, so if you guys can see the thumbnail, you see that portion. That's all I can afford to do. That is everything I need and everything I can afford to do. That's our corner that I can say, okay, Lindsay, let's take off. And there's times, flat out honest with you, I don't care who thinks that I'm lying or whatever. I've told Lindsay this is the last trip. I can't afford to do this. I can't do this. And then
I find a way.
We find a way. It's so stressful to be out on the road. It's expensive. God dang, is it expensive.
But the thing is if you look at where you started, you could barely leave Saline County.
Yeah,
and now
it's been amazing.
Now you're on the East Coast and you're going towards the West. Like, just look at that map right there. Will show you how much you've grown. No numbers, no anything like that. Just look at that map, and that right there will show you how much you've grown. Because when I met you, we couldn't hardly leave the county. You know. If Lindsay's diving, who's going to back up the trailer and put the boat in the water?
Lindsay. Guys, we're going to take 2 more questions. We're going to get off of here. It's already been 49 minutes, and I just want to say thank you so much for your support.
I know we will be in Pennsylvania. I'm just not sure where or when. It'll be fall. Okay, sorry. You can choose your questions.
Texas is kind of like SpongeBob sometimes. I've lived there all my life. Rena Hutchison. After comms, what's your projected next big purchase? A enclosed boat like Team Waters. I think it would be our next purchase.
Or at least a way to enclose what we do have.
I don't think Dad's going to appreciate me enclosing the big boat.
Yeah, but your dad likes me more.
I highly doubt he wants that enclosed. It's a bass boat, and I know Kyle.
Oh, somebody had told you to check your Instagram when you get off here.
Okay,
I
thank
forgot.
you.
Sorry. I didn't want to forget that. How long have you been diving?
Going on 3.5 years.
Somebody had asked how many
Trinity.
people
Sorry.
we had. Hi, bestie. How many people we had brought home. We have been fortunate to have the opportunity to bring 11 lost loved ones home. We actually just put out a video kind of recapping all of those for those who are new, and then just to say thank you to those who have been here since the beginning. So
Deb Watson,
you
I've
can
seen-
definitely
oh, go
check
ahead.
that out.
I seen you got a hat and a t-shirt. Thank you so much, Deb.
Deb Watson is a freaking rock star. I love Deb Watson. She's one of my, like, I'm having a bad day, just tell me you love me. She says, I love
Who
you.
doesn't
got
love
this.
Lindsay? There's times where I want to throw her in the water myself.
People. There's so many people. Are you
Coldest
searching
temperature.
for Joel soon?
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, go ahead.
Are you searching for Joel soon? So we've been searching the rivers and the lakes. We actually searched
Was that us?
Harrisburg Lake last week for him on the other side this time. Since I've had a lot more experience, I've noticed that if you think it's too shallow, you need to go check it. Because in my
Thank you, Leslie.
in my opinion, it was not deep enough. Then I got humbled when I went out there and it was 6.5 feet. But he wasn't in there, thank goodness.
Somebody had asked if we could post the Amazon wish list. I'll post it here in a second, unless one of the mods is able to beat me to it.
And especially, there was a time where I had taken all the mods off. They don't get paid to do this, okay? It's in their heart to help out what it is that we do. And I just want to say that I think I have got a really nice set of mods, and that's where it's going to stay. So thank you so much.
Oh, somebody asked how cold.
How cold? The temperatures I've dove whenever the ice was on the water. So 30 degrees in my dry suit. Yeah, I mean, I can ice dive with my equipment.
Where'd you come up with ChaosDivers?
ChaosDivers came up with, first of all, thank you, Melissa, for being a member for 2 months. I'm gonna say 2 years, 2 months. What was the question again?
Where'd you come up with ChaosDivers?
So I was a whitewater kayaker and I had Chaos Paddlers. The name just kind of went over to the Chaos Divers.
I don't know if Eric saw this, but somebody had asked a question for Eric. There's a big bike race in Little Rock. He would love the 2022 Big Dam Bridge 100. So, I don't know if you saw that, but somebody posted that for you.
So I don't know if you know this or not, but he's talked to me about it. He's gonna try to do a ride a month.
A what?
Sorry, Eric. A race a month. That's payback.
Unaware.
That's payback. For all that snarky comments he did earlier.
So, again, recap, we leave August 1st. We'll be back towards the beginning of September at some point in time. I don't ever give a date anymore because something usually happens where we're like, oh, just a couple more days. Oh, a couple more days. And then we end up staying out on the road a little bit longer, to help another family or that kind of thing. Vicky, thank you so much for becoming a member. So we leave August 1st. Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana.
Oh, not a week, a month.
Oh, at least one a month next year.
Okay.
I apparently am getting something really awesome for my birthday and for Christmas this year. Love you, Melissa. So we will have a meet and greet in Albia, Iowa, and that'll be on August 21st. Again, as soon as I know the date and the time and the location, we'll get that out to you guys so that way you guys can plan accordingly. We are meeting up with Team Waters at the end of August to work with them on a case that they've put a lot of time into. So the fact that they're willing to let us come help, done. Somebody asked what part of Oklahoma. I think it's the north. No. I think Oklahoma's a square, but then it has a thing. This spot.
That would be the east,
southeast. But he went missing from the
What
north.
is this little thing up here?
He went missing. This is like Oklahoma is a square, but then it has like a finger. It's like a.
It's like a whoop.
Yeah. So, and we're gonna be like here.
Thank you guys so much for your support.
Judge me.
There is one other person that I want to give the most respect to, and that's been Kyle, Ringo and Czar. Thank you for letting us use your boat, and thank you for letting us use your boat for the next 9 months.
Yeah.
You're amazing.
Kyle said anytime he wants to use his boat, he just comes and visits us. Which hopefully he'll be visiting.
We just need to get a 90 horse on it, okay? No.
So in the description, you guys will find the area or the cases that we are working on. Those are all listed in the description, as well as any ways to donate, that kind of thing. Our next big purchase, obviously.
It's called the Panhandle of Oklahoma. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Is that what it is? I just know it's the. Anyway.
The links are going to be in the description. They're also going to be on ChaosDivers.com. You'll see where you can donate for the comms. Please consider it. It's $5. If 591 of you guys, ow, what the hell was that? Sorry, I got bit by something down there. I don't even know what it was.
It was probably a bug. From the Panhandle of Oklahoma.
Yeah, 589 of you was to donate $5. I don't know how much money that is, but I guarantee you we'll be able to get our comms. Right? You think?
Jacob, please get Lindsay a map. My father is a truck driver. Do you understand the disappointment that my father has in me every single time? I have to say, where's whatever state?
The thumbnail is on the thumbnail. That's on the refrigerator.
My birthday is in November, Trinity.
Anyways, guys.
We need t-shirts of a map drawn by Lindsay. There is a map that's been drawn by Lindsay.
No.
It only had like 47 states.
She forgot Hawaii.
No, I had Hawaii on there.
Did you?
I
Alaska?
Might have been Oklahoma.
Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Thank you. Right? Oh no, that's you. That's you.
Eric is purchasing things on my card.
I just got you in trouble. Guys, thank you again. We're gonna get off of here.
Thank you, Wolfman, for that.
I will. Wolfman? Oh, here's my 5. Who's next? I love you, brother. I appreciate it. Let me show you guys the river real quick, and we're gonna end this. If I can get out of this. Ooh, there's a cramp.
I am a Sagittarius.
I want to show you guys this river. We're gonna end this. Thank you so much. Love each and every one of you. Keep diving.
Thank you, Sand Dollar Ray.
It's not worth it to stop. We need to.
That was
the most pathetic. I was looking.
That was so sad. Like I almost wanted to cry. And I am not a crier unless it's old people. I cried at breakfast this morning.
She is such a hardcore woman, but when an old, elderly woman comes walking by, she starts cheering up.
It reminds me of my grandma. Thank you, Ryan Christie.
All right, guys. So
thank you, Cynthia. You guys are amazing.
So if you guys will do that on the Chaos Divers, the YouTube won't take like $3 of that. So thank you.
Take that much from $5.
I don't know.
It's like 30
cents. Yeah, something like that. Thank you guys so much.
There's no crying and diving. That's why I'm not a diver.
All right, check this out. And keep diving. It's not where to stop.
Love you. Bye.
Thank you guys so much again. And I'm going to show you the river. Hopefully, don't show you anybody. Oh, hey, there's the McLeod, right?
What?
McLeod.
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 Lloyd. Lloyd McHarvey.
Lloyd
McLeod. I'm like, now you've got me all discombobulated.
You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Valerie. Hey, David Carlisle. I didn't even see him in here. Thank you. How are you doing, buddy? Here's the river. We're gonna actually search right around in here. Well, it may be a month.
We're coming back to Mississippi in the fall, I think.
What?
We're going back to Mississippi in the fall.
Okay.
Thanks for that.
All right, guys. Again. Oh, I'm getting bit by something again. Love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much again. Thank you, Joan Garrity?
Joanne Garrity.
Joanne Garrity for becoming a member.
Thank you,
Chris Curtis, thank you for becoming a member. Guys, you can also check out ChaosDivers.com. The member link is in there. Also, everything to help us on our journey. Thank you again, and I'll see you guys later.